Hello guys, what's going on? Hello guys, what's going on? FTV Protocol here, back for another Roblox video. And today we are going to be talking about the server is potentially hacking. Today we are going to be talking about my opinions on Piggy Intercity. If you don't know what Piggy Intercity is, it is a relatively new Roblox Piggy game out in the public, out for the public right now, the moment I'm recording this video. And I guarantee you, it's amazing. So I do have my flaws for it, but first, we're gonna explain how it's how the game makes itself good. Well, first of all, to begin with, it's an open world piggy map. Second, well, there's a lot to do. Find weapons, drive cars, even. Just very much a lot to do. Again, I have my flaws with the game, but not as much as the games I play on Roblox. You can find what I play. You can find what I play on my channel. I do play occasionally. I do play Roblox every day every now and then, and I'm starting to enjoy it. But when Piggy Intercity was first announced, there was a lot of hype surrounding it. Crazy amount of hype. Like, there have been like fan-made trailers for it. There have been like random fan-made videos of it. Like, granted, they're fake, because I said fan-made, but they're still pretty cool. So that just goes to show that when you're making a game based on something else very popular and it's made by the official developer, it's guaranteed to just blow up right away. Now, actually, wait, I haven't even, okay, so basically the basic way to indicate that Piggy Intercity is that it's open world, it's made by Minitoon, and it's just amazing. And let's say like 70% upvotes. That's Piggy Intercity, okay? If it doesn't acquire those, then I don't know what. Okay? I don't know what. So basically, what Piggy Intercity is, it's an open world piggy game where you try and survive and take out piggies and getting as much coins as possible so that you can buy like supplies and stuff. But at the same time, you can also find all those weapons and supplies. And that's what people will do, of course. So, now, my flaws with this open world piggy game is, oh no. Number one, it's a bit too open world. Okay, when I say this, I mean there's just too much open world, okay? It's too much for an open world game. It's amazing. Granted, it's amazing, but it's too much open world. What I think of open world piggy game is you literally walk out of survivor camp, walk a few Robloxian meters away from survivor camp, and you find yourself in the gates of the map city, the chapter 9 book 1 city map. Now, then, of course, you can walk to the same place. Basically, one giant city, okay? One giant city. That's basically what it is. If it's not, well, that's basically now. Well, if it's not, then it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't connect to the actual Piggy storyline, and it wouldn't actually work. Because, let's say for example, the alley cross the street with gallery. That is not an open world Piggy game. Now, that just makes it the flaws of this game. It's just there's not much to explore. It's just mostly just grass and some. I do have my flaws. And I know you have yours. But let's just talk about mine first, and then you can tell me yours in the comment section down below. But the problem with this game that I have is cars. Their turning is delayed, a bit too delayed. And then what else? We have items. They're too rare. They are too rare. Too rare, in fact, that I can't even find them every single time. If you find them, you don't lose them, but I'm pretty sure you do lose guns. But if you don't, then that's amazing. But my flaws for the game are just basically game mechanics and how the game works. So that's the usual problems I have with the game. That sometimes everyone has the problem with the game. Has those kind of problems in the game. Server PvP. Let's just say the weapons do too much damage. As well, maybe soon, if you're watching this, which you're most likely not, if you just switch between two items and just constantly click, like you're just switching between two weapons while constantly clicking, you can literally just take out a single Piggy bot or a single player if they have server PvP on. You can just take them out in an instant. There's nothing much to say there. You're just too OP if you have, like, let's say an axe and a pickaxe. You can just spam the two. While you can just spam 1 2 1 2 1 2 while actually, like, well, attacking while clicking. You literally just get a big amount of spam. Just basically, you're too overpowered for the Piggy bots and players. You're just too much power for them, which is a problem, because if you're trying to make a great game, you gotta make it high quality, dude. Granted, Piggy's already high quality, but more high quality, okay? More high quality. My recommendation to fix the game. Disable. Let's say if your weapon is currently in cooldown and you're trying to do that double attack technique that Quick Craft told you, let the cooldown continue when they equip the other weapon. Cause if that doesn't get fixed, then players will be too OP for either other players or bots. So they're too good. This double attack that Creek invented, too good. Too good for players that have to attack a Piggy and need some tips. Number 2, you most likely get ammo instead of the actual weapon. Now, this is just something that Piggy, well, actually, should I say, just casual Piggy Intercity flaw. But the weapons, the guns, bit too rare. So what I recommend doing is just decreasing the rarity of the guns. Because if you do that, then I mean, don't get me wrong. Just make it. I'm not telling you to actually make it just straight up common. It can still be rare, but not huge amounts of rare. Some people already have it. Some people like me, majority of them don't. So it's too rare, and if you're fighting piggies and you disable the double attack, you're gonna die. So too much to be done. Just too much. Towards like that. Now, if you're saying Piggy's Intercity is a good game, then what's your rating? Star-wise. Well, my rating, star-wise, would be, it would be like a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. If you take note of these flaws, some of the flaws and actually fix them, then it would become 10 out of 10. But since that is not the case, it's just, well, so basically, if you take note of the flaws, it would be like 10 out of 10. I would definitely, most certainly, like it. Though some people are okay with the flaws. Some people actually like, instead of these being flaws, it would be, it would be, that people actually, like, well, it would just be easier to navigate. Not only that it would be easier to navigate. Not only it would be easier to navigate, but it will also be easier for people to just make around the map. And granted, you still have outside locations like let's say forest. That's outside. Of course, forest is in a forest, and of course you can't have forest without a forest. So that's that. As well, just there are a couple maps that just are still outside, like base camp. The base camp itself, it's outside. People can explore. It's outside. It's still fine. So at least there's some amounts of outsideness to it, rather than just being an indoor game behind walls, not behind bars. But behind walls. And that would just make it a little bit more fun for me and you. Cause the map is just giant amounts of ground. So those are my opinions on Piggy Intercity. If you want to see more of these videos for other newly released games, please let me know down below and I will make them for you. For now, this is the only one of its kind. But this is FCTV protocols. This is the FCTV protocols shutting down the protocols itself. Well, that was a terrible joke. But yes, this is FCTV protocols shutting down. In 3, 2, 1.